This video is brought to you by Ageless Geeks.
Cowabunga dudes and dudettes, this is Anthony, aka Batbomb82, and today I'll be doing a review of the Mezco 112 Collective Popeye the Sailorman. Now, taking a look at the front, we can see that the figure is showcasing your standard 112 box, done in a black and white motif with an image of Popeye at the center. Turning the box around, we can see multiple images of Popeye showcasing his multiple posing positions with his different interchangeable parts and accessories. So with the box out of the way, let's crack this figure open and see what we have inside. And here's Popeye out of the box. And man, I never would have thought that in 2018, I'd be saying that we have one kick-ass Popeye action figure to add to our collection. This guy is incredible and definitely one of the best figures that Mezco has ever put out. And again, I never thought I'd be saying that about a Popeye figure. He's very cool and I think you guys are going to absolutely love him for your collections. But before we take a closer look at the figure, let's take a look at the accessories. So Popeye does come with a ton of accessories. Starting off, he comes with 2 interchangeable head sculpts, 6 pipes, 3 hats, 7 interchangeable hands, a compass, a telescope, and 2 cans of spinach. And lastly, he also comes with a travel sack with his name Popeye printed across the top, a pea coat, and a circular base stand with an anchor printed atop. He also comes with a clear articulated arm that articulates at 4 points with a clip. So with the accessories out of the way, let's take a closer look at Popeye the Sailorman. Alright guys, now let's take a closer look at Popeye. Yes, we're getting freaking Popeye action figures. That's insanely cool. Now I remember when they first showed this images of the prototype of this figure a long time ago, and I flipped out because I was like, oh my god, that is an insanely cool looking Popeye figure. Now Mezco has finally delivered it, and in my opinion, he does not let down. This might be one of the top 5 Mezco figures ever. I know that's saying a lot with a lot of other cool figures in this line and whatnot, but he's just such a standout and very unique and very different and very well done. That's why I say that he might be one of the top 5 figures in this entire line. He looks very cool. I love the soft goods with the shirt and whatnot. You got his little gold buttons going down the shirt. His jeans just look fantastic. The boots look great, very animated and whatnot with the big feet and whatnot, like short boots like that. Lots of good detail in those. No tread at the bottom, we do get holes right there. We even got his anchor tattoos on his arms, which I think look great. And if you can tell, I'm gonna try and lower my lights a little bit here, but there is like a skin pigmentation on his body and little almost like little spots to make his skin look more realistic. It's crazy how they got that effect, and it's really cool. Like, damn, this is an amazing figure. I never thought I'd be saying like, oh man, look at this awesome Popeye figure that we have right now. Like, never thought I'd be saying that, but here he is, and he's so really cool. His little piece right here, little neck piece, is almost like a little pleatherish type of material, or kind of a thicker material, not really pleatherish, but that looks really nice. I like that a lot. Just everything about this looks great. I noticed a little red thread sticking out right there of the sleeve. I can fix that, so it's not a big deal, but just a very cool looking figure. Like, it's insane how I figured if we get a Popeye, he's gonna look very cartoony, very animated and whatnot, and still be pretty cool. But I never thought I'd get something like this that's very cartoony yet very realistic. and very much badass. Like, I never thought I'd be saying that about a Popeye figure, but again, Mezco, man, they killed it with this piece. He's incredibly cool. So, all right, we do got a ton of accessories to talk about. So we do get some interchangeable hands. We do get a pair of close-fisted hands. Those are the ones that come packaged in the box. Those are going to be ones great for like action poses and then punching and things like that. We do get some more open palm hands with the more fingers flared out. Those will be more for relaxed posing and maybe holding on to certain things and whatnot. We do get these two more open or kind of gripping hands, I guess you could say. They're for holding things like his telescope, or was it periscope or telescope? I forget. And just his other accessories and things like that. Those work out very, very cool. I like the ways those worked out. And then we do get this single hand for his right side, which is more of a finger pointing hand, and that's really cool. I just love the way all of these are done. Everything just turned out really, really good. Even if you look at the hands like this, I mean, look at the carving, or the sculpting, excuse me, and whatnot, and like the knuckles and things like that just look fantastic, man. You can see like his dirty nails and whatnot, and you know, you could tell he's a man's man. He gets his hands dirty and whatnot. You know, he's just a blue-collar guy. Like, I love this so much. I am just, like, oh my god, oozing over this guy. He's so well done. I love it so much. Alright, so we do get interchangeable heads. We do get the standard head. Now, this is the one that comes packaged in the box, and it looks really good. Love the sculpting of that. I love how the one eye is more closed and one side is more open. But we do get an alternate head. Now, this head doesn't really look a whole ton different, but it is noticeable in the teeth. This one has more of the teeth grading and whatnot. Now, both heads are interchangeable, just like so. They come off with a head like that and your standard ball peg, and those work out very nicely like so. So I love the bald head like that. I just think that looks great. Very, very nice. Now, how his hats work, since he does have multiple hats, we do got little magnets inside the caps, and there's a magnet inside the head, and those just hang on like that, and they will stay in there pretty good. I absolutely love when Mezco uses magnets for things. I think it's genius, and I think it works perfectly for these figures. So we do get his standard sailor hat, which again, really nice paint apps and sculpting. Looks very dirty and very worn and whatnot. I think that turned out great. We also do get his sailor cap. Again, that one also has a magnet, and again, the sculpting and the paint apps just make it look like it's been really worn and dirty, and he's really seen some stuff and whatnot. Then we also do get his skull cap, which is more like his beanie. The beanie works out great. I love the detail in the knitting and whatnot, and the sculpting of that looks great. Now, the skull cap doesn't actually have a magnet in there. It's just form fit enough to the head where it just kind of adheres to the shape of the skull, and it stays on there very nice, and I do like that a ton. That's a really, really cool accessory. We also do get his stand. Again, the stands, I always say for Mezco, are the best ones around. You know, we got that dirtied up anchor right there. It looks really cool. I dig that. I kind of wish it said Popeye somewhere on there, but still, I think that works out great. We also do get things like his telescope here. The telescope or periscope, I keep forgetting. But anyways, this looks really nice. Nice gold paint and whatnot. We get little clear plastics on the ends to make it look like it's actual glass. I think that's a ton of fun. Just really cool looking accessory like there. We also do get his little compass right there. This is nice because it's done in that same gold, but you can see some sculpting in there of the anchor and whatnot. I just think that's fantastic. And then you could open this up, and then you can see the detailing of like the north and west and things like that. That just looks very cool. And then I love the fact that it's actually on a hinge and actually opens up. And that's just a very cool accessory. I like that a ton. We get his can of spinach right here, which looks really, really good. I mean, look at that. I mean, that's actually just a sticker and whatnot. But I love the metal done on the top and on the bottom. It actually looks like it's worn metal, and it gives it a realistic look to it. I just think that's fantastic. Very cool attention to detail, man. Then I love this one right here, the crushed can of spinach and whatnot. And the spinach just oozing out, and you can see the thing just completely crunched and with the lid popping off. I just think that's very cool. You know, how he gets his superpowers and whatnot, his super strength from the spinach and whatnot. But, dude, the detail is just fantastic. Oh my god, again, I never thought I'd be spewing so much about a Popeye figure in 2018, but there it is. We also get this really cool travel sack. I love this accessory. Does say Popeye there in that kind of like military type of print and whatnot. It is painted to look like it's dirty and whatnot. So when you do get this, don't think it's dirty or it's all messed up. It is meant to look like it's been dirty and worn and dragged to the muck a little bit. And you can store a bunch of his accessories in there. You could put, you know, the extra head, his hands and whatnot. You can store a lot of his stuff in there and just tug on these little ropes, and you can tie it up like so. So that works out great. One of the best things I do like is his peacoat that he comes with. This is really nice material. It is a little tricky to get on over this, so I'm going to do it off camera real quick and show you guys what that looks like. Alright guys, so with a little bit of work, I have his coat on, and I think this just looks really, really cool. I love the peacoat like that. I just think it looks fantastic. You got the buttons like that and that nice polished black. I think look really, really good. This just closes with a little Velcro strip, as you can see in there. And it is noted that there is actually a bendy wire that runs along the seam like this on this side, and then a wire that runs along the collar, so you can actually pose those around a little bit better. But I actually like that a ton, you know, then just post him with his, or pose him with his travel sack and whatnot, and then you gotta pose him with his signature pipe, of course, which I love because he can't be Popeye without his pipe. And I absolutely love the way the pipes look. So it's really cool that we got these little corncob pipes. We do get 6 of those. We get 3 of the ones that are just standard like that with a pipe by itself, which I think looks great. I love the way the little corncob actually looks. The detail and the paint in that is insanely cool for such a tiny accessory. Then we get 3 of the same pipes, but with a smoke kind of billowing out of the top like that, in that clear plastic. Just looks fantastic. The detail in that is just incredible. I mean, those are very cool accessories. Just in those little pipes alone, and I'm glad that they actually gave us 3 of each pipe, because you never know when one might break or we might lose them because they're really, really tiny. So it's really cool that we do get extras. Alright, so with all the accessories out of the way, let's take a look at the articulation now. Because I know sometimes the articulation can be hit or miss with certain figures, so let's see how this works out for him. So his head and his neck are on a ball joint just like so, so you get lots of good motion on there. I'm actually going to take the hat off. That rotates left and right, pretty much a full 360 if you really want to. Can look up fairly far, which I do like. We can look all the way down like that, especially with that neck peg, so that works out very nice. And pivot side to side quite a bit. That kind of thing. I love this figure so much. I can't even explain how much fun I've been having with this guy, because like I said, it's crazy that we're getting a really cool Popeye figure in this day and age, so very, very cool. Arms can go all the way up, full 360 if you really want to, down and out about that far, which is about 90 degrees. Does not rotate at the bicep. We get a single bend at the elbow. I kind of wish that was double, but still not a big deal. We do get at least a 90 with that. It does rotate at the elbow, like so that works out great. Rotation at the wrist, as well as a hinge at the wrist. We do get a double ball peg in the midsection going up into his chest and into his crotch area, so we get lots of good rotation just like so. Does turn left and right, pivot side to side, crunches forward pretty good, crunches back about that far, which is pretty nice actually. We got hip joints that kick forward that much, back about that far, not so much. Do the splits about that far, rotation in that upper thigh. We got double jointed knees that bend over like so that works out very nice. We get rotation at the boot, ankle joints up on the toe up and down, rotate, and a very, very tiny ankle rocker. So overall, I think this guy is fantastic. I really, really do. Again, I think that's a combination of just how well done he is and the fact that he's just such a standout amongst your other Mezco figures, because he's just so very well done. Again, he's not your average superhero that we normally get with this line, and again, he's just so very well done with all of the accessories, his detail and things like that, his soft goods. Everything about this guy screams one of the best figures that I've had all year. So if you can snag him, I highly recommend it, because I think he is definitely a must get. So for a quick size comparison, here he is standing next to a Marvel Legends Deadpool figure, as well as a DCUC Batman figure. And for your Mezco comparison, here he is standing next to a Mezco 112 Collective Deadpool and Armor 42 Iron Man figures. Also for comparison, here he is standing next to a Mezco 112 Collective Old Man Logan and Aquaman figures. And just for fun, here he is standing next to a little Lego Bat Bomb. So there it is, guys, my review of the Mezco 112 Collective Popeye the Sailorman. Now overall, I think this is one beautiful action figure based on a classic cartoon hero. I think Mezco has done an amazing job and has shown why they're so good in the game right now. The sculpting is beautifully done, the paint apps are very nice and clean, and the soft goods are incredibly well done. Throw in a ton of really cool accessories, and you have one incredible Popeye figure. Again, that's something that I never would have thought I'd be saying this day and age. He's one of the best figures that I've had all year, and I think you would absolutely love, nay, I say must have in your collections. So I give this figure a rating of 4.5 Bat Bombs out of 5. And if you're on Facebook, head over to my group, the Mezco 112 Collective Collectors, for all kinds of Mezco goodness. So please comment, like, and subscribe. Stay nerdy, my friends. Peace.